When a woman walks away, she doesn't lose, she levels up. Today we're talking about why leaving isn't weakness. It's the biggest power move she can make. If you're ready to understand the real post-breakup glow-up, hit like and subscribe for more bold, empowering content. Divorce or leaving a toxic relationship is often seen as the end of a chapter, a painful rupture that society portrays as a woman's failure. Yet, in reality, leaving a relationship, especially one that drains, diminishes, or limits, is not the end, but the beginning of a life-changing transformation. Women who step away often experience what many call a glow-up, a rebirth where they rediscover themselves, reclaim their power, and embrace a new chapter filled with independence, confidence, and joy. Below, we explore 8 reasons why women truly win after leaving, explaining the depth, impact, and transformative power of this decision. 8. Inspiring others and living as an example. One of the most profound wins after leaving is the ability to inspire others. Women who embrace life post-separation become role models, demonstrating that it is possible to overcome adversity, prioritize self-worth, and thrive independently. Their stories empower friends, family members, and even strangers facing similar struggles. By thriving, they show that leaving is not about failure. It's about courage, growth, and reclaiming one's life. Many women even become mentors, advocates, or motivational voices in their communities, transforming personal triumph into collective inspiration. The ripple effect is significant. By choosing themselves first, these women challenge societal norms, encourage healthier relationship dynamics, and uplift countless others to follow suit. Winning after leaving is not just personal, it is generational and societal. 7. Building authentic relationships. Leaving a toxic relationship also reshapes the way women approach connections with others. They become more selective, intentional, and conscious of who they allow into their lives. Authenticity becomes non-negotiable. A woman who has experienced manipulation or deceit is more likely to value honesty, loyalty, and mutual respect. She invests in relationships, friends, family, romantic partners that uplift and support her growth. This network of healthy connections reinforces her self-confidence and provides encouragement, advice, and companionship. Moreover, authentic relationships allow women to experience true intimacy without compromise. They can express feelings, share ambitions, and receive support without judgment. This quality over quantity approach leads to deeper satisfaction in life, a level of emotional richness often missing before leaving. 6. Reclaiming financial independence. Financial dependence often traps women in unsatisfying relationships. Leaving allows them to reclaim control over money, career decisions, and investments, which is empowering on multiple levels. For example, a woman who previously deferred career growth or financial planning to accommodate a partner can now explore income streams, investments, or entrepreneurial opportunities. She might take on higher-paying roles, invest in education, or build a business she's passionate about. This financial autonomy enhances her independence, reduces vulnerability, and allows for a life designed on her terms. Financial independence also supports emotional freedom. When women are not constrained by economic dependency, they can make choices that prioritize their happiness and safety. Money becomes not just a tool for survival, but a symbol of empowerment and agency. 5. Improved mental and physical health. Toxic or unsatisfying relationships can have profound effects on mental and physical health. Chronic stress, anxiety, depression, insomnia, and even physical ailments like migraines or high blood pressure are common. Leaving such a relationship often results in significant health improvements. For instance, women report feeling lighter, more energetic, and emotionally freer. They sleep better, engage in exercise more consistently, and adopt healthier diets, sometimes rediscovering neglected hobbies or self-care routines that boost overall well-being. The psychological relief of removing oneself from constant tension is immense. This health revival also extends to social and professional life. A woman who feels physically and mentally strong approaches work with more focus, participates actively in social circles, and navigates new relationships with clarity. In essence, leaving can restore vitality and create a foundation for sustainable happiness. 4. Opportunity to pursue personal goals. One of the most tangible wins after leaving a relationship is the freedom to chase personal ambitions. Many women suppress their dreams to support their partner or maintain a household. Leaving a limiting situation restores the time, energy, and mental space required to pursue passions and redefine success. Take the example of a woman who dreamed of starting her own business but was constantly told it was too risky or selfish. After leaving, she can finally dedicate herself to entrepreneurship. Others might return to education, explore creative arts, or engage in travel experiences that expand their horizons. This pursuit is not just about financial gain. It is about living authentically, embracing growth, and proving to oneself that life doesn't end after a breakup. Moreover, achieving these personal goals reinforces independence and confidence. Every milestone, whether big or small, becomes a symbol of resilience and triumph. The joy of doing something solely for oneself is incomparable, and this freedom is one of the most empowering aspects of leaving a restrictive relationship. 3. Emotional growth and resilience. Leaving a relationship, particularly one with emotional or psychological challenges, is rarely easy. It requires facing fears, insecurities, and often the judgment of others. Yet this challenge builds extraordinary emotional resilience. Women learn to confront loneliness, uncertainty, and vulnerability while developing coping mechanisms and emotional intelligence. For instance, a woman leaving an emotionally manipulative partner may initially feel grief, anger, or self-doubt. But over months, she learns to recognize unhealthy patterns, understand her triggers, and practice self-compassion. She becomes stronger with each challenge, transforming pain into empowerment. This growth doesn't just affect future relationships, it influences every area of life. A woman who has built resilience can handle professional setbacks, personal disappointments, and societal pressures with confidence. Emotional strength becomes her armor, enabling her to approach life proactively rather than reactively. Studies show that women who leave toxic relationships often report higher self-esteem and a better sense of personal control within 2 years. This is proof that emotional resilience gained after leaving is both real and transformative. 2. Freedom to set boundaries. Boundaries are a cornerstone of healthy relationships, but in many toxic partnerships, boundaries are ignored or disrespected. Women who leave gain the rare freedom to define their limits clearly and, more importantly, enforce them. This freedom transforms the way they interact with others and the decisions they make daily. Consider a woman who endured constant criticism, manipulation, or controlling behavior. Leaving allows her to say, "I will not tolerate disrespect or emotional abuse." She learns to prioritize her well-being, refusing to compromise on values and standards that are essential to her peace of mind. Over time, this ability to assert boundaries becomes a superpower. It prevents future toxic encounters and cultivates self-respect. Boundaries also extend to time management, career choices, and personal growth. A woman can finally dedicate energy to things she loves without guilt, whether it's travel, hobbies, education, or business ventures. The act of setting boundaries after leaving isn't just about protection. It's about reclaiming authority over one's life. 1. Rediscovery of self-worth. Many women enter relationships carrying the weight of societal expectations, family pressures, or the belief that they must sacrifice happiness for the sake of stability. Over time, this can erode self-esteem, making a woman doubt her worth, value, and dreams. Leaving a toxic or unfulfilling relationship forces her to confront these feelings head-on. Suddenly, she is alone with herself, and in that solitude, she starts to rediscover who she truly is. For example, a woman who spent years prioritizing her partner's career over her own may realize she has creative skills, professional talents, or passions she never explored. She begins to embrace her desires without guilt. She understands that her opinions, emotions, and aspirations matter, and she no longer seeks validation from someone who failed to see her value. This awakening of self-worth is often accompanied by a newfound confidence that permeates every aspect of life, from career choices to friendships to dating. Psychologists note that recognizing self-worth after a breakup is a critical step in emotional healing. When a woman values herself, she naturally gravitates toward positive relationships, opportunities, and environments that affirm her growth. Her victory is not just personal, it reshapes her life entirely. Winning starts the moment she chooses peace, self-worth, and a future she deserves. If this inspired you, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And comment below, what's the biggest win you claimed after leaving? I'd love to hear your story.